It takes us more courage to do it when we're older because we overthink about everything. Hi guys, my name is Sasha and welcome to my channel. It's been a fourth time that I'm trying to make this video, so please stay with me. And today I'm going to talk about feeling behind people in their 30s in comparison what your life should look like and what is my experience living in my early 30s. So please stay with me. It's a very difficult subject for me, especially in the area where I live. I'm 31, I'm not married, I don't have kids, I don't own a house. I'm pretty much in financial crisis, I would say, because I don't earn much at the moment. And people in my area, because I live in with the Swiss border, and a lot of people who are living in France, they are going to Switzerland to work. And in Switzerland, if you don't know, it's very expensive country, so salaries are very high. And if you live in this area, or if you live in Switzerland, it's very difficult to keep up with this high standard of life. And all my friends are working, all of them kind of found their path, and they're all 30. It's quite difficult for me to live this way because I choose not to have a standard job. I choose not to earn this much money in this very expensive area, and I feel that I'm failing sometimes because other people seems to be successful only because they're living this classic social standard lifestyle. When you choose a different path, doesn't matter how old you are, I think, it doesn't matter the country you live in, it's always more difficult. And especially if you're kind of lazy like me, you need to put an extra effort in order to make something about your life. It's quite difficult to catch up in the society I'm living in. I enjoy where I live. It's just being surrounded by people who have this standard of life, and they're all asking you all the time, what are you doing, what are you doing? And you're just, I'm an entrepreneur, I'm trying to make videos. Oh, it doesn't matter what you're doing. They're like, it's like you're a loser. Even if I'm old enough to understand that it's my life, not theirs, and no one can live my life instead of myself. Even if you know where you're going, even if you know your why you have a different lifestyle, and even if you're a very strong person, it's kind of hard to always be shown by other people as less than you are. Two things that I've learned during this time: you must be surrounded by people who believe in you, who will always cheer you up, who will always be behind you, even if it's just one person and the person you see only online, but still you are not alone. And the second thing, even if you're 30, I'm sure there are so many people who are still living up to others people's expectations. I was surrounded by people who wasn't good for myself, and I was living up to their expectations. That's why it wasn't working for me, and that's why I was feeling so ashamed. I tried to live like everyone else and was really unhappy. If you choose to live a different way, and if you're in your 30s especially, because usually you're expected to be in this position in your early 20s, so 10 years before, and if you are in the same situation as me, when you know where you're going but you're still struggling and you're still trying new things, even if you're like 13, you're supposed to settle down and never do new things, which I find really stupid because you have to learn all your life. So don't feel bad about self. I think it's great that you are trying to do something else. If you don't have kids now, it's not your time. Your time will arrive if you want to have kids, of course. If you want to own your own place, maybe you will do it in 15 years and it will be your dream place instead of having one now and just like, yeah, it's my home, it's fine. So I hope you understand what I mean. I'm making this video, I would say, more for myself, so in kind of a selfish way, because I should have made this video years ago when I first wanted to start a YouTube channel. At that time I wasn't surrounded by good people who believe in me, and I was too ashamed of who I was. And I think now it's good time, even if it's 2021, if YouTube is so saturated by a lot of content, I feel we can do whatever we want to. Even in our 30s, there is no time limit about doing things that we always wanted to do. Doesn't matter if we are 20 or 50 or 60. It takes us more courage to do it when we're older because we overthink about everything. So it was unscripted point of view about feeling behind. I hope you get the general idea about what I was talking about, because I'm not sure it's very clear. Yeah, just live your life for yourself. Stop dreaming about life. Doesn't matter what other people think. Doesn't matter if your parents still on you when you're 30. Doesn't matter what your boyfriend and girlfriend is saying or your friends. You must live it and never feel behind, because if it's not your timing, it's not your timing. It's a long journey. I would say it's a life journey. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Please share with me what you think. Yes. Have a great day and see you next video. Bye. I completely forgot to add something. You always have a pressure on social media, and that you need to have a certain status in order to be successful and in order to look like a happy person. And that's also why sometimes I feel behind other people of my age. Just don't do this to yourself. Be kind. Yes, I hope it will help you somehow.